Oh my God, bro, you've been recorded right now.
I am recorded, yes.
Yes, you're gonna be famous.
By you, you're famous.
You know, I got my moments.
You've had your moments.
Hey guys, we're right here at iCast 2025, and we're with the best designer in the game. That's what Shaz said. You're the best guy in the game.
Is that what he said?
I think
so.
He's
being kind. He's being kind.
Well, you have some excellent idea. To me, what is it? What was the Bonafide SS127?
The SS127?
That was beautiful, ahead of its time because motors and stuff.
Yep.
But that was an excellent boat. I think it's still one of my favorite, like top of the line. But then you came up with this, the STR.
Yes.
And I know I gave it hell because of, you know, the contours there.
Yes, yeah.
I guess this is the perfect time to ask you, what do you think about that? Like that design choice that you made there?
Absolutely. Well, I always make them because it can be a boat or a kayak, depending on who you are. I always want to make them so they're paddleable. So you can always bust out the paddle and get home. And even the XTR, the size range that it is, you can still paddle this boat or this kayak, no matter what. So,
you know, I was on it in, what's that famous lake, Gunnersville?
Yeah.
And it was like 30 miles an hour, like literally it was like a hurricane. And I had to paddle it because there was a lot of grass.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel bad at all.
It's not too bad. It really
it felt like actually that it paddles better than a pro angler.
Yeah.
I think, or compatible.
Could be
Depending on how fat I was or how good I felt about myself. But what do you have there? What is that?
Yeah, so this is our seat base that comes with the XTR, but you can also, we've designed it so you can switch it out, so you can decide what you want. And we have, as an accessory upgrade, partnered with Tempest, so you can have this full customized bass seat instead of the stock seat, which is the Millennium seat, like what you see over here. That's a single layer stretched mesh. It's super comfortable. It's wide. It really is very comfortable with breathability. But this seat is really cool. It has just the right cushioning right where you need it, and of course, it actually is. It's like a bass boat seat. It's a little bit narrower, but it spreads out when you sit down. It's super comfortable, and of course, it's on a swivel too. So,
do you know what the price point is for this?
You're going to ask me something I don't know exactly. I think it's in that 250 range. I want to say so.
Not bad.
Yeah, somewhere in that range. Yeah, but for all day, you can. Everybody's telling me you can sit in this thing all day long, and it also sits up nice and high. So it is basically
really, a desk office seat.
It's the best office seat you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Because you're there on the water.
Because you're on the water. Yeah.
And then if you want computers, I mean, you got computers. Look at this. What is this?
You want to look at this up here? This is actually a boat that Garmin we've rigged up with Garmin's system, and they have a system that is new this year, the Force, which is honestly the tech on this thing is just it's blown me away already. So. But we have the dual monitors rigged up here, and I'll talk about that real quick. This boat is designed with a standing deck. That was something that I've wanted to do for a long time, is create a kayak you can actually stand up and use it just like a big bass boat. So this deck is designed for standing. On this model right now, we have monitors set up here on our captain's bridge system, and then you can actually pull this off. You actually have room underneath here, so you have tackle storage, battery storage, and you can do your in-hole wiring this way. It's really clean and seamless. So you can kind of set this up with your electronics, with your tackle, and you can stand on this. You can stand up here. This is a bow hatch, and we always recommend that you run your battery up here for your electronics, and we have a computer board built in here. So if you're running forward-facing sonar, you can have your computer board built up there. But what's really cool about this bow is that you can stand on this. It's also we have extra scuppers that drain up here. Yeah, so if you're taking waves, this thing sheds water. It just kind of puts you in a different zone on bigger bodies of water. And then you can also add a trolling motor up front. And this boat is built around motorization. So a trolling motor can mount up front. You can mount it straight. You can mount it on the diagonal. You can run your wiring through hole in here. You got big carry handles on the side, so you can, if you got to move it around, you can grab it. And we have a tow loop up front as well. So that's really nice, especially if you're going to trailer this boat most likely. And so we added a tow loop. So if you want to add a light winch, you can pull it up on your trailer. So that's kind of the XTR is about really making fishability even easier for being like sort of having that bass boat feel, you know.
It's a tiny little bass boat, but it's still a kayak because you can paddle it. You can launch it anywhere. You can put it on top of a high SUV if you want, because we've done it. Not recommended.
You can car top it.
Yeah, but what is this here?
That's an added feature. I think that's a USB port. So I think a lot, you know, if you're filming up here, you can run your cameras up front. So it's nice. So there are a few accessories built onto this thing. The other thing that's really cool about the Garmin setup that I'll show you next is the Garmin Force motor system. We have now a motor in the stern, but it is also anchor lock. You might know spot lock. It's basically GPS lock, but it's a motor that's in the stern. So if you like bow motorization, Garmin has now developed a system that takes stern motoring and bow motoring, combines it into one, and it's all in the back. And what's really cool about that is that motor in the back is linked to, it mounts to the standard motor mount that we've been using for years, which is the 4-bolt power pole system. It mounts just the same way, but you set the motor in, you plug it into your battery, and it's wirelessly connecting to these foot braces. And these foot braces are so cool. You're actually going to steer the boat by going forward and back with both. You can do it, set it up with both foot braces. So both forward, you're going forward. Then if you twist them like this, you're going to make the turn. It's like super intuitive. It's really cool how this works. But what's really cool about this too is that when you get to a place where you want to lock the boat in from the stern, you can hit that tow trigger, and you're going to essentially spot lock or anchor lock with that. So the motor from the stern can anchor lock. It can also track with your charts, and the motor and the charts all go together. See there, it's telling me I did something. So
it's not synchronized, but it's not on the water, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So I could literally put a point there and tell it to follow it.
That's right. You can run it to your topography. You can chart your path around the lake, and it will go, and it's all built to the foot brace.
So basically, I could trace a course, just press a button, and the motor is gonna take me there.
Yep. And so that is, from what I'm hearing from people who were out on it in demo day, it was super intuitive to use. The other thing that's cool is you've got this man overboard.
That's the
fob.
best part.
So that's cool. You can attach this to you. Let's say you do a different setup. Maybe you're standing on the deck and you want to fish. You can use the remote to steer. It even has a point feature where you just point the remote and the boat goes where you want the boat.
Where's the pointing?
You just point it. You just point.
Oh, you don't have to press anything?
You don't have to press anything. You can be fishing and pointing and driving the boat where you want it to go.
Wow.
So if something were to happen, you go in the water, this will shut the system off when you hit the water. So this is your man overboard. Keep it clipped to your vest. So that's really cool. You can steer from the remote. You can steer from the foot braces. You can even steer from your watch if you have the Garmin watch as well.
Oh yes, the watch. Yeah. So I see why you love this boat, because you built it so you could fish off the bow, right?
Yes.
I figure your boat will not have the grab in the front,
right.
So you could just walk over it.
That's right. And I didn't point that out, but if you want to fish standing on the bow, we have mounts up front, so you can move the monitor up there, so you could stand here and see your graph.
Bass boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put them there. You could even elevate them if you want, but you're standing up here, so you got all the space.
That's right.
And it's not in the way.
And so the center of the boat is really nice and clear, so you can keep this for tackle. Also on the outside of the boat, there's more room and rails to the outside. So if you're the kind of angler that you want the space in front of you to be nice and clear, you can have rod storage out to the sides, and there are some different rod stagers that you can add here, really, so you can bring all your rods to the outside. Or the way we have it shown here is we have rod holders mounted on our crossbar. This is our captain's bridge. We have these mounted behind you, so you can have your rods headed out the back. So there are really a bunch of options. Like the thing about the XTR is it's big enough that you get a lot of options for like how you're gonna set it up. And also with motorization, you can decide which motor type you like, bow, stern, and they're all going to work with the XTR.
You're like about 160 pounds?
I'm a little more than that. 180.
180.
Yeah.
Nothing on the boat. you hit 5 miles an hour, 24 volts?
That's what, I have not done it myself, that's what I'm told. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had one of your favorite kayaks ever, the Accent 133X on the water with this.
Yes.
And me, I'm pushing to something.
Yeah.
It was 4.85.
Okay. Yeah.
But I feel like this is a little more efficient than that, so you could be seeing 5.
Yes, the way the hole is going to displace water here, it isn't always just width. It can be other things that
yeah, the design of the boat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also there's something called hole speed, right? So
yeah. You hit hole speed and you're done.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. We did it. You survived. 11
XTR
minutes.
walkthrough. Not too bad.
It was epic.
Awesome.
I have a lot of stuff and I'm just gonna edit it and put it together nicely.
Okay.